Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. We've got a brewery I'm very excited about. Bracket out of Sydney. About a year or two ago, these guys were probably in my top three. Very good guys, family team, awesome beers, mix it up with the styles as well. I visited their brewery and only met them once, and they remembered me the next time they seen me, and yeah, just real cool people, real cool products, even like their branding and stuff. Anyway, they had a bit of bad luck with their establishment. Um, I think the owners just got greedy in the area, and a lot of businesses struggled from it. And yeah, Bracket ended up losing about year's business anyway, just trying to find another facility and all that jazz. And anyway, now they're back, so I'm like beauty. They have been back for a little while now, but they're back sort of heavily, just or not heavily, but they're distributing in Victoria again. So it's good to see. I've got two beers from them. I've actually got more in the fridge now. I got a delivery from them today. But these two beers I've been sitting on, I got them from a store in Melbourne about a week or two ago. So we've got Gone Bush Double Dry Hopped IPA. I just assume both these are West Coast, just by the names and the hops in them. But apparently this is a hazy. So yeah, their branding's changed slightly. It still looks pretty cool. The cans are still the same sort of format. So yeah, this one is a double dry hopped IPA with Chinook, Rakow, and Motueka. And then yeah, the other one's definitely a West Coast called Tree Line. West Coast IPA with Jester, which apparently is a new hop out of the UK. So that's pretty cool. Chinook and Motueka. And then in the fridge, the ones I want to do together, there's one called All the Beer and the other one's All the Gear and No Idea or something like that. So I want to do them. They're a hazy and a West Coast with the same hops. I think it might have been Chinook as well. We'll see how we go anyway. But yeah, I'm keen as for these. I've just got my elegant glassware. I do have a bracket hat somewhere and also some glassware, so I'll have to try and find them wherever they are. But yeah, the West Coast is 7%, and the hazy that I thought was a West Coast is 6.5. So I might start with the hazy. I got a feeling it's going to be like one of those in betweeners, like a hazy, but it's got characteristics of West Coast. Let's get into it anyway, and let's hope their quality's still there because they were amazing. And yeah, I've just knocked off work about probably an hour and a half ago. It's now just turned into Saturday morning. So yeah, just after midnight. Ooh, certainly looks good. Look at that. Wow. They might really hit me with a bang straight up. So yeah, it's actually a really bright orange. Doesn't show as much in the camera, but yeah, that real dark, murky haze, like a hop saturated look. Yeah, almost opaque. Oh, it smells really good. Okay, so yeah, I would say bright orange in colour, even though it doesn't show on the camera as much. About a two-finger type night tight knit white head. Um, Carbonation fairly light. Body, I would say medium, even high end medium. And yeah, full on haze. Like there was a scale that Rob and Jake and that used to use. Haze for days. Oh, I can't remember it. There's about 3 or 4 different ones, and it's pretty funny. Anyway, let's go with. I've already had a smell. It smells very nice. I love hazies with pine in them, and this definitely has it. I'm also getting some stone fruit, so some peach and some apricot. Maybe like a cherry note. There's a touch of berry there as well. Some citrus, maybe some orange, some lemon and lime. Yeah, maybe some grapefruit. But yeah, as I said, definitely some pine. It's more of like a sharp, sort of like a dry, woodsy pine. I'm not really getting that sort of dankness. I normally describe it as like a damp forest floor, sort of, yeah, like a murkiness. Yeah, not really tropical notes, just like stone fruit and citrus, and then like, yeah, some green character. Yeah, maybe like slightly herbaceous. It's going to be nice, this one. Let's get into it. Cheers. And yeah, that's the can artwork again. Pretty cool. Yes. They are back. Yeah, taste exactly the way they used to. I'm so happy for them. And someone's going to Sydney next week, so you might be able to pay him a visit. That stone fruit's massive. Just like a sort of like a sweet apricot, like a sweet juicy apricot, and like a sort of like a slightly tart peach. But yeah, I'm picking up sort of like a cherry note. It reminds me a bit of when you have sometimes you get like a cherry note when you have talus. It's like when you get when you have a hazy that's got like a West Coast leaning hop, and you sort of get that slightly abstract like note. That's what it sort of comes across like. Oh, that's good. So yeah, they've both got similar hop additions. Both with Chinook and Motueka. But the one I'm drinking at the moment, the hazy, has Rakow. I'm pretty sure Rakow's like stone fruit heavy. And then yeah, Treeline has this new Jester hop. I'm pretty sure I read that it's like a relatively modern hop out of the UK somewhere. But yeah, I had a beer from Bracket, like it's in the fridge, and it's a play on the word jester, I think. And yeah, jester was the prominent hop in it, so that'll be an interesting beer. So yeah, it's quite smooth. Or I would say soft and pillowy. It's got like a slightly prickly sort of carbonation as it goes down. But yeah, if you like a sort of a delicate hazy that's like heavy on stone fruit and you don't mind a bit of pine, like yeah, this is lovely. Mm. Apparently I was I was watching a interview with the lead guy from Garage Project, and he was saying the hops at the moment in New Zealand, the fresh ones of the New Zealand Cascade is absolutely phenomenal. He said it's going to blow everyone's mind. They do 440 ml cans, these guys. And their little thing on the side is Bracket Brewing acknowledges the Gadigal people of the Ora Nation as the traditional custodians of ancestral homelands upon which our brewery is situated. We respect their elders, past and present, and recognise their continuous connection to country. Just a shame they don't have just a little amount about the beer on there. It's always been cool though how they put the hops down the bottom with the ABV and that. But yeah, I'm definitely happy to see them back. They were one like between them, Mountain Culture and Banks, and even Range occasionally. I would practically order every limited release they'd bring out. Boat Rock is another one, but thankfully Boat Rocker don't pump out the limited releases all the time like some of them do. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this West Coast. Woo-hoo. Cheers to everyone watching anyway. No comments so far. It's very quiet. The algorithm is not helping me tonight. It's funny though, every now and then it'll be real quiet, then you'll just get one comment or so, and oh, then all of a sudden there's about 10 people watching when you're about to wrap it up. It's going to be interesting to see the similarities in these two beers, even though they're different styles. So yeah, it's got their new address on the can, so that's cool. I'll know where to find them. They've also got, which one thing I really like, if breweries these days do stickers as their can artwork, I love the fact that they now put the dates on the stickers instead of like underneath and that, because they never work underneath. You fucking never see them. They're always dodgy. So here they've got, yeah, they got lot code, package date, and best before. So this one was packaged early April and best before October this year. And the ones I've got in the fridge, they're only like 2 weeks old. So yeah, these must have been part of the April edition, and then the ones I've got in the fridge are the May ones. So hopefully when I go there, because I'm going around the 10th of June, hopefully they have the June beers out then. So and I would have got to try 3 different groups of limiteds in a row. It'll just make it cool too to have some new beers there to try. Yeah. Cheers, Sean. I'm just tucking into some beers from a favourite brewery in Sydney. They were doing really well, and then their landlord went fucking greedy, and yeah, pretty much just made the lease of the building he had to them just way too expensive and forced them out. And they've been out of action for about a year, and they've just got going again somewhere else. So yeah, I want to fully support them and make sure they're back to where they were. They're like probably in my top 3 favourite breweries in the country. And yeah, just to see them like struggling for a year, like it's pretty sad. Cheers, Jace. Hope you're well. It's yeah, it's good morning here too. 12:23 a.m. just after midnight. Yeah, I was on afternoon shift and I got home just before 11 o'clock and had a feed, had a real spicy stir fry. It was awesome. And then yeah, I was like, I've got to do some beer reviews because I've been sick all week. So I've only done one beer review in the last like 8 days or something. So I was like, fuck, I've got to get some more out. And yeah, it's good because I'm starting to feel better. So and because I haven't had a beer for so long, I was real keen for one. So yeah, that first one went down well. It's just good to see like people that are nice and have a good product and that, like, yeah, do well in life. You want to see them prosper. Yeah. Starting to feel better now. I had to take a couple of days off work earlier in the week, which is it's something I don't normally do. Cheers, Jagman. Hope you're well, brother. Haven't shared a beer with you for a while. Hopefully this weekend. I am around. I haven't been around much lately, so I'll be catching up with old Mersey beers soon. Only 2 weeks away. I'll have the 2 putties and the 3 chubbles. All these awesome English beers. I'm getting him to get me a track hat because I wanted at least one little piece of UK beer merch. I was like, I wear hats all the time. I want either like a track hat or a Verdant hat. And Verdant's merchandise, when I looked on the website, was shit. So I was like, okay, get me that green track hat. Yeah, fucking oath. You'd be working now, are you? Working from home? I'm guessing it's mid-afternoon and you're probably ready to finish for the week, unless you come home about this time or you finish this time. I don't know. I don't know if any of the UK boys were planning a stream tonight, as in my tomorrow morning. But yeah, I was sort of hoping someone was. If not, I was going to. Because yeah, this time last week I was going to Melbourne, so and then I think it was the same the week before. Cheers, Adam. I just got your message just before I went live too, dude. Yeah, I'm doing these beer reviews now, obviously, but I'll be going to bed probably afterwards, and then yeah, if someone's doing something at the usual sort of Friday night time for you guys, I should be about. Yeah. Yeah, these guys, they were in my probably top three. They're out of Sydney and they're relatively new. It's like a family brewery, like a father-son team. And the owner of the building and like surrounding businesses and stuff just went too hardcore with the lease like costs. And yeah, poor old Brackett, just little brewery, just trying to find their feet, just couldn't afford to pay the amount they were asking for, so they had to get out, and they pretty much fucked their business for like a year, like having to move out and not having another place set up or somewhere else to sort of just bite their time for a while. So yeah, they've been really quiet, and just the last few months they've started going again. And yeah, these are the first 2 beers I've had since they've been back and woo, pretty good. So yeah, when I'm in Sydney, I'm sort of hoping to go to their new brewery. Oh, yeah, cool. Yeah, so what it's like, is it 3:30 in the afternoon there? Because yeah, obviously after I finish this review, if I go to bed, I'm going to be at least sort of 6 to 8 hours away. I mean, even if someone starts something up though, and I just join a bit later, I just haven't been able to join stuff the last couple of weekends because I've been in Melbourne. Yeah, exactly. I'm only sort of still awake now because I got home from work later than usual, and I wanted to do these 2 beers tonight. So, and there's the hazy. Time to get on the Westie. Tree line. Pretty cool can artwork. Looks like buddy Austria or Switzerland or somewhere like that. So yeah. Oh, also you English people. Jester. Is it true that that is a new UK hop? I don't know much about it, but if so, that is pretty cool. So this one has Jester, Chinook, and Motueka. A West Coast IPA at 7%. Nah, no way. That I'll be up before then, easily. 11 o'clock for me is probably way too late for you guys because that's like 2 in the morning, isn't it? Oh, cool. I like that. Oh, so it's a hop that's been around for a while. Yeah, because for some reason they've got it in this West Coast, and then they've got a hazy that's like just as the prominent hop in it, and it's got some pretty good ratings too. So I don't know much about this Jester. Westy boy, Westy boy. Oh, it's got a good color of West as well. None of this modern shit. Woo! Look at that. Woo! So it's got that same sort of body like Optimum has. It looks probably oxidized in the camera, but it's more of an orange, like a bright orange, sort of like a dark orange, like a burnt orange. In the camera, it looks more brown. Um, Three finger head, carbonation fairly light. I would say chill haze, and I would say medium body, herbal. Yep, yep. Okay, what are we going to get from this? Oh, yes. It's got that like candy citrus. Tell you what, first two beers back from bracket for me. Ooh, yes. So I'm going to say like a very sweet orange, like a sherbety or a candy orange, like a tangerine, lemon and lime, maybe like some papaya. There's like a tropical sweetness there. There may be some like mixed berries. Cheers, Jimmy. Good to see you, bro. Yeah, boy. Just finished work. Cool. I'm the same. I finished work about an hour or so ago. I'm tired as fuck, but I'm like, I'm going to review a few beers and then get some shut eye and then get into it with whoever's available when I wake up. Normally, when I wake up on a Saturday morning, the English boys are getting into it. Cheers, Paul. Good to see you, dude. Yeah, damn. One thing that was all right for me this week, I mean, I was sick earlier in the week, so there was a couple of days I didn't end up at work. But the other days I was absolutely dreading going, and then when I got there, it wasn't so bad. I do think the change I've had recently at work has definitely helped. It's been good to actually work with some decent blokes and I don't know, have some good conversations and bit of banter and stuff. For a while there, I was missing out on that interaction with people at work. Like a lot of the crews I was getting, it was like just people that weren't my type of people, and it sucks when you spend so much time at a place and you're with surrounded by people that you don't really think much of. So yeah, it definitely helps if you like the people you work with. Cheers, Sylvia. I think beer is an acquired taste. Yes, very true. Like anything. And that's the thing, there might be certain beers that, yeah, like people love and I think shit and vice versa. And I always say to people though, especially a lot of females when they first what they want to try some craft beer, I'll always ask them particular questions first, like what sort of fruits do they like? What do they think of bitterness? Are they fans of coffee and chocolate? Like just questions like that, and then I can get a bit of an idea of sort of what I could first like get them to try. Ooh, it's quite bitter, quite punchy. See, as I said, it's got like a real sweet citrus punch to it, but then it's quite sort of green, like piney, earthy, dank, like floral. It's got this like floral spice note just on the finish with like some bitterness and dankness. It's quite good. See, I've got heaps of beer in the fridge now, like especially because I've been either sick, so I haven't drank, or I've been away in Melbourne. So normally on weekends when I drink beers, they've just accumulated now. So yeah, I've certainly got plenty to drink the next few days anyway. Bring on the beer reviews and bring on the hangouts. I could still go like I don't know, it'd be good to have a bottle of whiskey or something on the weekend. I just can't justify the amount of like the cost of spirits here in Australia now is just so insane. So it's like it's almost got to be a special occasion if you want to buy just even a basic bottle of bourbon. May as well pour the rest of this bad boy in. Yeah, so tired, dude. Definitely shows my weathered face and my squinty little eyes. Mm. But yeah, I don't know. Like I'm always tired because I struggle with sleep. But yeah, obviously with work and being sick and stuff, I'm worse than usual. Off to the big smoke next week though. I've got to be primed. I've got to be alive and alert. So when I say the big smoke, is in the big smoke, I'm off to Sydney. Going for a couple of nights. Mainly going for the Parkway Drive gig. They're like a local metal band and they're playing with an orchestra at the Sydney Opera House. And it's like a black tie event. It's going to be fucking rad. It was just like a once in a lifetime thing. And I'm just like, fuck it. I'm like, it's a pain in the ass. It's in Sydney. I wish it was in Melbourne, but oh well. Bang, got a ticket. And everyone, like, so many people wanted tickets. So I was lucky to even get one. And then yeah, that was expensive as fuck as it was. And then it's like, then you got to think about getting flights to Sydney, accommodation in Sydney. Yeah, I haven't even thought about the fucking clothing. I've got a tie sorted, and that's it. So I'm gonna have to go fucking shopping for a pair of slacks and a dressy shirt now because I don't have anything ready to go. Yeah, boy. Let's get this down and go get some shut-eye. So how's everyone's week been anyway? Mine started off good when I was in Melbourne. I had an unreal day. I went to like a few different bars and they were all awesome. Went to two food two food outlets that I wanted to try for a while. And yeah, the banh mi one was phenomenal. It was like the best Vietnamese sandwich I've ever had in my life. But then when I went to Spaniards Kebabs, which is sort of a bit of like a hype thing, yeah, it was a bit of a letdown. Cheers, Josh. Good to see you, brother. You going to be about later on? I'll be going for sleep very shortly, but once I wake up, boom, I'll be into it. Can't wait to hit the pillow. It's going to be awesome. You know, you're getting old when you're excited about going to sleep. So yeah, these guys, Josh, they were probably like my top three in Australia, and they've been out of action for about a year now. They're from Sydney. Yeah, they've been out of action for a year because their facility they were in, the landlord got too greedy and they couldn't afford to live where they were anymore. Like to have the brewery station there anyway, so they had to pack up and go into storage and be out of action for about a year before they could get going again. So yeah, I think it's 6 different beers of theirs, and yeah, they were the first two I've had since they've come back, and yeah, really nice. Good father son team. It's always good to see like a family owned business, and you see them all hanging out at the brewery. And it's like a couple of weeks ago, I did a tasting for like Goodland Brewing out of Terralgan in Gippsland on the other side of Melbourne from where I'm at. And the girl that was doing the tasting, she said that they're all related. Like she's a cousin to the two brewers, and the brewers are brothers. And then there's like an uncle and an auntie and a dad and all these people that all worked for the brewery. So that's pretty cool. And she said, yeah, like so many of them can actually brew. Like they got the sort of certificates to get into it and stuff. But yeah, it's just sort of it'd be a bit of a creative outlet with like 30 different family members all knowing how to brew and go and try this. Imagine the argument. So yeah, I went on a bit of a tangent and now I can't remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, just with the bracket boys. It's like a dad and a son. But yeah, good land. It just impressed me how it was like so many people in the business, like even like delivery drivers and that. It was like everyone was like related to each other. I feel like this one's a little boozy. Like you can just tell it's sort of getting up there slightly. Ugh. Oh my God. Ooh. Bedtime. So yeah, I'll be about definitely tonight for you US and UK folk. Um, yeah, I've got plenty of just sort of okay craft beers or some couple of macros. But yeah, I want to do some more reviews myself. Um, even if like I don't know if you're still there, Joshy boy, but even if we did like the Cantillon or something on the weekend, that'd be pretty cool. I better finish this bad boy up. Definitely a floral note there. Piney, floral, herbaceous, touch of spice. When I say herbaceous, I sort of get like a minty, woodsy, almost like a nutmeg or something like that, like very unusual. But yeah, I'm not going to score these beers. Um, I'll leave the reviews for the single beers. But I will just say welcome back, bracket. So yeah, it was good. I like the fact with this one, it was a haze, but it definitely had West Coast characters. And then yeah, this one was like proper West Coast. I obviously I thought both of them were gonna be West Coast, but then when I read that this was like just a straight IPA, I was like, oh, it's probably a hazy then. Just had like a very, I don't know, like a West Coast hop bill and just sounded like it was going to be a Westie. But yeah, they'd both be in the sort of mid fours, both very worthy beers. Yeah, as I said, I got a delivery from them today, and I've got yeah 4 new beers and got 2 of each beer, so it's like a mixed 8 pack. Yes, I'm going to dance on out of here, go get some sleep. But yeah, as I said, UK peeps, if anyone's doing a stream, I mean, even if no one is and I decide to do one, um, let's keep it more beer centric. I miss just the streams where we just talk about. We'd still talk about other shit, but it was like most people that were there were beer centric people, and it's like, yeah, you love just chatting about what you've been drinking lately, and yeah, it's like I miss those days. Cheers, Henny. Good to see you, brother. Hope all's well in Norway. Haven't seen you boys for a while. I'm just about to wrap it up. I had two new beers from a brewery that I was a massive fan of that sort of taken a hiatus. Cheers, Shark. Good to see you, mate. Yeah, fucking oath. I'm getting very bored with a lot of the hangouts and that lately on YouTube. It's all the same. I just miss the glory days of talking beers with the boys. Ooh, I like that. Plenty of good big dark beers. Um, yeah, I'll be around later on. I've just finished work for the night. Like it's Friday night into Saturday morning here now, so um, a lot of the UK boys do streams sort of Friday night in like England and that. So quite often, if I don't have much on, I'll go to bed a normal time and try and get up early Saturday morning, and then yeah, get on the streams then. Yeah, I'm like really tired. I've had a pretty big week. I've been either sick or at work, so doing overtime and flat out. So yeah, I'm keen as for bed, but I will be around once I wake up, and we'll blow the top off about 700 bottles. Cheers, Dorito. Good to see you, brother. Just wrapping up, my friend. But yeah, as I said, I'll be around in probably 6 to 8 hours after I have a good nap. I've just had, yeah, because I've been crook most of the week. Sick. Us Aussies like to call sick crook. People are like, what the fuck is crook? Um, yeah, those beers are sort of taking a toll on me. I've only had the two, and I'm like, woo. But yeah, thanks everyone for chiming in. And yeah, as I said, Bracket are back. Good to see them. I've got four more beers from them in the fridge, so more reviews to come. But yeah, time for a good pillow hit. Yeah, we'll see you all soon. Cheers.